Welcome to John Murphy TV.
Hi.
This is Jasmine Pender of Rotten Bliss, which is her solo performance. And she just played at Amp Studios at Intox Extravaganza all-day event here on the, what is it, 24th of June?
Sounds plausible.
Sounds plausible. And this is the groupie, Faye. Okay. Right, so now you know who I am. It doesn't really matter. I'm a friend of Jasmine. So I really wanted to know about the songs that Rotten Bliss was performing today. And so I'm going to start with you, Jasmine.
Okay.
What can you tell us about the songs you performed today?
Well, it is prescient that favourite groupie Faye is sitting next to me because the first song that I performed, I did a residency that Faye invited me to do down in Dungeness, and that song is called Mother Power, and I wrote that about the power station. I particularly enjoyed during my residency there, sitting opposite the power station, giving it a good stare, and just watching the bustle of activity there. And I was thinking about how, to me, it felt very reassuring. And I was thinking about the concept of mother. I was reading Thomas Pynchon at the time, and there's a really throwaway line about the war is my mother, someone says at some point. It's said in World War II. And I was thinking about how the concept of mother is very interesting because it's nurturing, but it's power as well. So yeah, the power station is mother. And I was trying to write something which expresses the joy and the pain and the hatred of family, but the warmth as well. So some mother power is kind of when you're really tiny and you don't know what's going on and you attach yourself to something and hopefully it's a good thing. And it might be a power station. And then, you know, you find yourself in your 30s walking towards a power station because it reminds you of mother. Yeah, so that was Mother Power.
And when was that? Were you in your 30s when you were in Dungeness?
Yeah, that would have been just in the before times, about 2019.
The before times. So that's, I know it frustrates some people, but I like it when you take two meanings of a word and kind of interact with them together. Yeah, power as in your personal power, your powers that be. The power of your mother.
And mother, exactly. The thing that gives us power.
And the power to turn on the lights. And the power to charge a camera. So you pause the video and just think about that, okay? Okay, so now you've stopped the pausing. And in your second song, I was wondering if it was a cover. Were all your songs original tonight?
All original.
Great.
Although one is
brilliant.
The second one is a song I wrote about my ex. I think when we were still, we'd broken up. We broke up a bunch of times, and every time it was me knowing that I wasn't a good enough person. And so yeah, the song's about kind of realising that you're a fuckwit, but wanting to. Yeah, it's a love song. It's a pop song, and I like it. It speaks to me now because it's got all that kind of pain of being like in your early 20s and like, I love you, I want to be with you, but I'm not good enough kind of thing. I know I'm going to do the bad stuff and I can't do the bad stuff if I'm with you. So yeah, it's just, I was going to say there's not much depth to it. There's emotional depth, but it's not layered in metaphor. That's just a very raw love song about wanting to be with someone, but also wanting other things and being aware that that thing about freedom when there's no one left to lose and it's like, yeah, you want that, but then you can't be with the good person because they'll get upset if you do the bad things that you need to do.
Well, maybe you've got to find the right one, I guess, and then you can be bad together.
Yeah.
I don't know, or just give up being bad, I don't know, but was that the one that that was about Susie?
Susie Sue, yeah.
Susie Sue. Right.
And it's fine. I talk about killing reindeers, and I was like, I remember saying that to her once, I'd kill a reindeer for you. I really love reindeer. She never asked me to, which is lucky, really, for cold, especially the reindeers.
It's strange hearing you talk about this, because when you perform this stuff, it's not on such a contextual level for us. I think others are included, that it feels more deep, that I'm going into the deep ocean.
There's all the emotion in there, yeah. So the instrumental bit that I do before that kind of trying to find structure, but being drawn back into things, and then it getting bigger, and yeah, those are words.
It was great. You had someone in the audience in tears then.
Yes. It's my favourite
Success.
thing. Yeah. Sorry, thank you. That's what I say to people when they cry.
Ah, yeah, because that was about temptation, wasn't it? Susie, I won't be afraid of temptation, and I won't let the temptation destroy me.
Oh, that's the next one. So the next one, which...
It's a different song, sorry.
Yeah. But going on to the next one, so
Yeah.
I was really into murder ballads, and there's a great one, Two Sisters, and I was really into... I used to sing that a cappella, and then when I was rehearsing it at some point, this is weird. I got a transmission. I got a song. It's only happened to me twice. That was one of them. I almost don't take credit for it because I just received it. But the original song is about two sisters, an older one and a younger one. They're both in love with the same fella. The younger one pulls him. The older one gets a bit upset and drowns the younger sister. And so that was the song I used to sing. But when I was kind of really getting deep into this song, to me what I received was that it was about the older sister being in love with the younger sister and about her wanting to possess her. And yes, drowning her, but it was about her just not being able to allow her sister to live a life without her. So yeah, it sounds positive. I won't be afraid, I won't be ashamed of desire. But for her to not be slain by desire, she has to kill, because otherwise it would kill her.
So you changed this song. Was it completely a transmission?
Yeah. I can't remember how I wrote the lyrics down, but I got the meaning straight away, and it was like, oh shit, I know what this song's about. Yeah, it's happened to me twice, and like I say, it's not me, it's something that's out there and it makes sense because the history of folk songs, you're not going to get like a sapphic murder ballad a sapphic incestual murder ballad surviving. It would get whitewashed, it would get changed. So I am absolutely certain that is the story, but it's not going to survive like that. So it's about, well, they killed themselves over a man, but that's not what it's about. So
It's probably happened.
right?
It's probably happened anyway. And the audience is nodding.
And that song's scary because I played it last week, but before that, the last time I played it was about 5 years ago, and I fainted. The first and only time on Residence on the Hello Goodbye show on Dexter's show. I
Fainted on the Hello Goodbye show.
Yeah, I fainted. I played that song and I passed out because it's so fucking intense. And like I said, it's not my song, it's there. And the dead people were all there with me, and they were trying to take me with them, and I just passed out.
I don't see how you can take away your own responsibility for such a controversial song and say that you didn't even write it. Someday that's going to be really illegal.
Yeah, it was piracy. It was ghost piracy. So I've got to deal with the ancestors. I give them. If I write a song and then I forget about it, then it's a gift for the ancestors, and I talk to them all the time. So I think they were like, your music sucks at the moment, let's give you a song. So they gave it to me, which is really nice of them. But I don't take credit for it. I mean, whatever that is, that's not my song. It's just.
Does the songwriter have a name?
Does the songwriter? I'm just gonna say The Dead.
Yeah, I love when you play the cello with chains as well. And why did you choose that song to play the cello with chains and to play the strings with the bow with the chain in between it?
That particular song, so that is going into the Two Sisters, and so we're going into. So the whole set has different parts of the body that relate to. The first part with the really heavy pumping sub bass, that's in the belly. So we start off in the body, then we go into the head, the pop song and the kind of melodic cello stuff, and then we go beyond the head and we go up and down at the same time. It's air and it's also the underworld. So we're going into the underworld, so the chains are what get you into the underworld, and it's like the river Styx stuff you have to pass through. So it's a conversation. That's me talking to deaf people with chains.
fade.
Not pass out like I did the last time. Yeah.
Not faint this time.
So yeah, it was. I was bargaining with them.
Yeah, I find that we're so unaware in the human form, but even though you can see a lot and you talk to ancestors a lot all the time, you still ask permission because you can't see everything anyway. You need help.
And I've tried. So I try asking for help, but also it's like the asking for permission. It's like, can I share this thing that you? Like if you told me a secret, I'm not gonna. And I kind of felt like that. It's like, can I share this? Is that okay? I don't want to ask them to do. I used to ask dead people to do stuff for me, and then I was like, fuck man, they've got their own thing going on. I'm not going to ask them to do things.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
Yeah, right. And I stopped that, and it's like, can I just show this amazing thing that you showed to me? Can I show it to people? Thank you. And I'm going to do it. And it's also for you and for them. And so it's asking permission rather than saying, give me this, give me that. It was important. Distinction.
So that's a really good way to wrap it up because what you show is important. And a friend of mine who passed away recently, quite young and all the rest of it, was really concerned with what everyone shows in the most subtle and intricate and deep way, and more than most people even would.
What we show when we communicate.
Yeah, but by doing, without even trying to say it.
What your actions say about.
Yeah, and music is a bit like an action sometimes. If you mean it, it is an action. Is there anything else you want to say? Got another gig coming up?
I think we covered it. Nestival, I don't know when, August at some point at the Bird's Nest.
Bird's Nest in Deptford.
That's the one, yeah, I think I'm playing there. I'm not sure what the date is, but yeah.
August something. Check rottenbliss.com for the information. Thank you. Okay, now
Thank you,
just
Jonas. Thank you, Faye.
just pause the video and think about it, and just take some time out. Think about that.
Thank you kindly, guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Jonas.